and many thanks for joining today's edition of Aso Briefing. I am Richard Alechinwanebe. Our top stories. FCT Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike felicitated with Muslim faithful on Eid al-Maulud. IGP DSU to launch MPF Vigilant app and MTN CUG network. US deepens security cooperation with Nigeria trains troops in Bauchi. And on business, Nigeria's external reserves hit $52.66 billion. You are watching Aso Briefing. Don't forget that you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, and on Free TV, look us up on channel 507. On the UH band, you can find us on channel 38. Now we go ahead with details of all our stories. The National Addressing Council, NAC, has approved a preliminary framework for the establishment of the digitalized national addressing system designed to locate every Nigerian household and legitimate business and strengthen security, financial inclusion, emergency response, and social interventions. Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima, who chairs the council, said the initiative will provide Nigeria with an addressing architecture capable of supporting effective planning, commerce, and public service delivery while ensuring the protection of citizens' privacy. The framework, ratified at a meeting of the council in Abuja, places the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation as the secretariat of the NAC with responsibility for coordinating technical implementation, systems integration, interoperability, and standards. Shettima said the initiative was part of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration's drive under the Renewed Hope agenda to build institutions capable of responding to the mobility and economic energy of Nigerians. Shettima also assigned responsibilities to relevant institutions, saying the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, would handle individual verification and authentication, while the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, will support verification of business addresses. The Nigerian Postal Service, NIPOST, he said, would retain responsibility for postcode administration and postal infrastructure. He said states and local governments working through the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, an association of local governments of Nigeria, ALGON, would be crucial to implementation at community level, particularly local addressing and proof of address. The National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA, Nigeria Data Protection Commission, NDPC, Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC, and organized private sector are also expected to contribute accordingly to their respective mandates. Now, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has felicitated Muslim faithful in the Federal Capital Territory and across Nigeria on the occasion of the 2026 Eid al-Maulud, commemorating the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Wike urged residents to use the occasion for reflection on the Prophet's teaching on peace, compassion, sacrifice, patience, tolerance, and fellowship, stressing the need for peaceful coexistence among residents of the FCT. The minister said the FCT was founded on principles of unity, diversity, and tolerance, as well as called on residents to embrace dialogue as the preferred means of resolving differences. He also assured residents and visitors of the FCT administration's commitment to their safety during the festive period and beyond. Barrister Wike urged residents to cooperate with security agencies by providing useful information that could help keep communities safe. The minister wished Muslim faithful a peaceful Eid al-Maulud celebration, praying that the lessons of the occasion will bring peace to homes, progress to communities, and prosperity to the Federal Capital Territory and Nigeria. In a similar vein, the chairman of Abaji Area Council, Haji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, has called on residents of the council and the Federal Capital Territory to emulate the good deeds and teachings of Prophet Muhammad in order to build a better society. Al-Hajj Abdullahi made the call in his message to mark the Eid al-Maulud celebration as Muslims commemorate the birth of Prophet Muhammad. In the message personally signed by him in Abuja, the Abaji chairman described the coming of Prophet Muhammad, the last messenger of Allah, as a great blessing to the whole of humanity. He called on residents to use the occasion to pray for peaceful and successful conduct at the 2027 general elections, as well as victory for the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC, and its candidates from the presidential election to the state houses of assembly, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi assured Nigerians that continuity in governance remains an important tool for citizens to continue enjoying greater dividends of democracy and sustained development across the country. While wishing Nigerians a happy Eid al-Maulud celebration, the chairman urged them to continue to live peacefully and support the present administration in its efforts to improve the lives of Nigerians, particularly in the ongoing fight against insecurity. He also prayed for lasting peace, unity, and progress in Abaji Area Council, the FCT, and Nigeria as a whole. The All Progressives Congress APC flag bearer for the Abuja South Federal Constituency House of Representative seat in the 2027 general elections and immediate past chairman of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Danladi Chia, popularly known as DC, has received various groups of youth, women, and elders from across the Abuja South Federal Constituency. The groups paid a solidarity visit to the APC flag bearer at his residence in Kwali, where they presented him with branded T-shirts, caps, and banners as a demonstration of their support and endorsement ahead of the 2027 general elections. Mr. Chia expressed appreciation to the groups for their love, solidarity, and commitment to the progress of the All Progressives Congress. He described the show of support as encouraging and assured the groups of inclusive representation that would carry along youth, women, elders, and other segments of the society. The APC flag bearer also reiterated his commitments to youth empowerment, people-oriented representation, and effective service delivery to the people of the Abuja South Federal Constituency. Mr. Chia called for unity and continued support as efforts intensify toward the 2027 general elections, urging the people of Abuja South of his readiness to serve and champion their collective interests. The federal government is working to complete reconstruction of the Kata Bridge in Lagos within 24 months instead of 36 months initially scheduled for the project. The Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, disclosed this on Monday while inspecting the reconstruction of the Kata Bridge and the Ido Bridge in Lagos. The minister was accompanied by the Minister of State for Works, Senator Mohammed Goroyo, and some members of the National Assembly, including the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Works, Mr. Akin Alabi. Umahi said the federal government was accelerating work on the bridge because of its importance to vehicle movement in Lagos. He said the bridge, which is about 1.58 kilometers long, had remained in use for more than 60 years with inadequate maintenance, leading to serious structural problems. The minister said the government had completed the new design for the bridge and introduced features that would improve traffic flow and protect the structure from further future damage. According to him, the new bridge will have additional ramps to reduce congestion with one-way carriageway built above the other. He said a cable-stayed section would also be introduced to provide adequate clearance for navigation. He said the contractor, China's Civil Engineering Construction Company, had completed about 15% of preparatory work, including acquiring the project yard and constructing access roads. According to the minister, piling is expected to commence before the end of the week. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji is set to officially launch the Nigeria Police Force Vigilant app, an MTN closed user group network, on Tuesday, September 1st, 2026, at the Nigerian Police Resource Center, FCT, in Abuja. The initiative is part of the Nigerian Police Force's ongoing efforts to strengthen technology-driven policing, enhance communication, and improve operational efficiency across the force. The NPF Vigilant app is designed to support improved engagement, information sharing, and communication between the police and members of the public, while the MTN CUG network will provide a dedicated communication platform to facilitate seamless and efficient communication among personnel of the force. According to a statement issued by Force spokesman CSP Aneti Iyedu, the launch underscores the commitment of the Inspector General of Police to leveraging modern technology and strategic partnerships to enhance policing, strengthen internal coordination, and improve service delivery to Nigerians. CSP Iyedu said the force remains committed to harnessing technology, innovation, and strategic partnerships to strengthen policing, enhance operational effectiveness, and deliver more responsive, efficient, and people-centered security services to Nigerians. Similarly, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji, has vowed that the Nigerian Police Force will not relent in its fight against banditry and other violent crimes following the death of 10 officers of the Special Intervention Squad during an encounter with suspected bandits in Kebbi State. IGP Disu made the vow in his address at the memorial parade at the force headquarters on Monday in honor of the fallen officers. He said the officers paid the supreme price while confronting a heavily armed group of suspected bandits along the Rafin Makuku axis of Sakaba local government area of Kebbi State on August the 10th. According to him, the police personnel intercepted the suspected bandits who were moving between Zamfara and Kebbi states, leading to a fierce exchange of fire in which 10 officers were killed and 2 others injured, revealing that 2 civilians also lost their lives in the encounter. He said the sacrifice of the fallen officers was not in vain, noting that at least 17 suspected bandits were neutralized, while 4 motorcycles belonging to the attackers were destroyed. The IGP further vowed that the force would intensify efforts to track down those responsible for attacks on police personnel and innocent citizens, disrupt the activities, and bring them to justice. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) Yobe State Command has paraded 2 suspects arrested over the alleged vandalism of 800 meters of high-tension aluminum electricity cables along the Amaturu Kalalawa Road in the state. The suspects were arrested by the Nigerian Army and subsequently handed over to the NSCDC for further investigation and prosecution. Parading the suspect at the NSCDC state headquarters in Namaturu, the commandant Hassan Owuma told a television station that the suspect would be charged to court after investigations are concluded. Owuma said the arrest was made possible through collaboration among security agencies operating in the state. The commandant also disclosed that the NSCDC had earlier arrested 2 persons in connection with the possession of 3 kilograms of tramadol during his first week in office, adding that the suspects were handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) for further prosecution. Now, when Aso Briefing returns, we have more stories for you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
From the grandest stage, the badges change, but the passion remains.
It's a special goal. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. This football is from the heavens. What a story this is. 10 months of drama lie ahead. The stage is set.
It does set. Sharply get your GoTV decoder, GoTenna, and 1 month jolly for only 15,000 naira. GoTV, love it.
You are watching Aso Briefing. Don't forget that you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, and on Free TV. Look us up on channel 507. On the UHA band, you can find us on channel 38. Women of faith have been urged to remain committed to their families, the church, and the development of society. The call was made by the women leader, Fire Charismatic Church Evangelist Grace Isiaka, at the 17th Annual Christian Women's Day program held in Abuja, where women gathered to celebrate their faith, fellowship, and contributions to the church and community. Oluwapolumi Adeyemi has the details.
It was a colorful gathering of Christian women as members and invited guests came together for this year's annual Women's Day celebration. The program featured prayers, worship, praise, and thanksgiving as participants reflected on the importance of faith, love, unity, and service to God. Speaking at the event, women leader, Fire Charismatic Church Evangelist Grace Isiaka encouraged women to remain strong in faith and to serve as positive role models in their homes, churches, and communities.
As a woman, be your brother's keeper, be your sister's keeper. You're not just a woman, you are a mother, you are a sister, you are a daughter. Reach out to the needy, help those that need your help, and above all, be prayerful, because you are the foundation of your house, you are the foundation of your church.
Speaking also, the guest speaker, Reverend Kate Igwe, emphasized the need for women to support one another, develop their God-given talents, and contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of society.
Part of my message today, in community development, women should come out and give their best. Help the community, even in empowerment, in advice, give them advisory responsibilities, take leadership roles that will encourage people.
Some are opening a little business for them to stand out, and also those and the husband and wife are widows for church that to safeguard them one thing or other. Most women are having health challenges.
Participants expressed appreciation for the program, describing it as a platform for spiritual growth, empowerment, and renewed commitment to Christian values.
I don't think there should be a crisis at all. In those areas you have mentioned have specific places they play in our lives. In the Bible, Deborah was a prophetess, Deborah was a judge, is a mother and a wife. Deborah, if you bring it to our own time, we are the Deborah of our time. We are the women who have decided to stand out among others.
The annual Christian Women's Day program ended with prayers and thanksgiving, with participants looking forward to another year of fellowship, service and spiritual growth. Pelumi Adeyemi, Aso Television News.
The United States military has commenced specialized training for Nigerian troops in unmanned aircraft systems, combat, casualty care, and other military skills as part of efforts to deepen security cooperation between both countries. The training is taking place at an operating location in Bauchi State under a broader U.S.-Nigeria security cooperation mission focused on improving military capability, operational readiness, and long-term partner capacity. The United States Africa Command, AFRICOM, said the training program covers combat lifesaver and tactical combat casualty care, weapons familiarization, camouflage, water treatment, and testing explosive ordnance disposal, small unit tactics, and unmanned aircraft systems. It said the training areas were selected from the options provided by U.S. personnel based on their expertise and the needs identified by the Nigerian counterparts. Captain Gabriel Fingold, a logistics officer with the U.S. Army Southern European Task Force Africa and operations officer at OL Bauchi, said Nigerian leadership was given a range of training options from which it selected areas considered most beneficial. Beyond tactical and operational skills, AFRICOM said the joint exercises were also designed to strengthen ties and interoperability between American and Nigerian service members. AFRICOM said both countries were developing additional training opportunities at OL Bauchi as they continue to identify areas where their personnel can exchange expertise and improve military capabilities personnel at the lower levels. Nigeria's external reserves improved by $7.09 billion to hit $52.66 billion as of August 19, 2026. This was contained in the latest figures released by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the CBN. The CBN disclosed that the growth represents a 15.6% rise in less than 8 months compared to the $45.57 billion recorded on January 2nd, 2026. It added that this development strengthened the central bank's external buffer, giving monetary authorities additional firepower to stabilize the local currency and absorb external economic shocks. According to the bank, the build-up in external reserves has coincided with improved foreign exchange liquidity and a stronger naira in recent months. The National Automotive Design and Development Council has called for increased private sector investment in compressed natural gas (CNG) and electric vehicle (EV) infrastructure to accelerating the country's transition to cleaner transportation and environment. Director General of the agency, Mr. Joseph Osanipin, led the call in Abuja during a media workshop organized for members of the Commerce and Industry Correspondent Association of Nigeria, CCAN, urging for support of the media for adequate enlightenment. Business correspondent Ile Imeje has the details.
Represented by the Director of Media to the Council, Mrs. Susan Taiwo, at the event, Director General of NADDC, Mr. Joseph Osanipin, highlights efforts of the Council to expansion while pointing the need for collaboration.
And then there was no assembly plant working. But by the special grace of God, we have almost 40 assembly plants now that are functional. I'm not sure of the figure, but it may be higher than this, but at least 40 that are assembling cars here in Nigeria. The council have tried. We have done initial conversion. Now we are giving licenses to conversion centers, to centers. We are creating centers for conversion. Try to train about 100 people in each zone. And in the electric vehicles, we have done our best.
The Director General affirmed milestone achievements, especially on operational plants.
This is our generation, where we are diverting to the clean air revolution. Electric vehicles, CNG. The council has championed on this. We have put pilot programs. They are functioning. This is our generation, where we are diverting to the clean air revolution. Electric vehicles, CNG. The council has championed on this. We have put pilot programs. They are functioning. But, like I said in another forum, the council alone cannot do it.
The NADDC boss further stressed that sustained media coverage is essential to informing Nigerians about developments in the sector.
The automotive industry is an industry that is growing up by the grace of God. It's about to explode in our society. We need to focus more, give attention to it more, and sensitize people.
According to him, the council had conducted pilot electric vehicle projects in some universities across the country, but stressed that private investors needed to take the initiative further. Ile Emeje, Aso Television News.
Ethiopia has formally submitted its bid to host the Africa Cup of Nations AFCON in 2028, which would be its first in more than half a century. The Ethiopian Football Federation confirmed its bid in a post on X late Monday. It said it last hosted the continental tournament in 1976. Ethiopia has the second biggest population in Africa with around 113 million people, and its capital serves as the headquarters of the African Union. It has the highest altitude of any African capital at 2,300 meters. The bid faces numerous obstacles, including ongoing insurgencies in the country's two most populous states, Amhara and Oromia, as well as threats of renewed civil war between the federal government and the northern Tigray region. Nigeria's under-20 women's national team, the Falconets, have concluded their final campaign and preparations ahead of the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Poland, with the team scheduled to depart Nigeria for Poland last night. The two-time World Cup silver medalist secured a place at the global tournament following a successful qualifying campaign against Rwanda, Senegal, and Malawi. They defeated Rwanda 5-0 on aggregate, overcame Senegal 3-1 on aggregate, and sealed their World Cup ticket against Malawi with a 3-2 aggregate victory. Following their qualification, the team embarked on an intensive final phase of preparation in Abuja with emphasis on physical fitness, tactical discipline, teamwork, and mental readiness. Head coach Moses Aduku expressed confidence in the squad, saying the players have been adequately prepared both physically and mentally and are ready to compete at the highest level. He added that the Falconets are heading to Poland with a strong winning mentality and the ambition of challenging for the trophy. Captain Joy Igbokwe also assured Nigerians of the team's determination to make the country proud. She appealed to Nigerians to continue believing in praying for and supporting the team, saying the Falconets are determined to bring smiles to the faces of Nigerians. The Falconets will compete in Group F alongside Spain, China, PR, and New Caledonia at the tournament. That was it all for Aso Briefing for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Richard Alechinwanyebe.